It is a privilege to have been invited to speak this afternoon, and I extend a warm welcome and a heartfelt thanks to our esteemed college faculty and staff, family, friends, and distinguished guests. And to all the graduates here today, wow, what a journey this has been. First off, let's take a moment to breathe and just soak it all in. We did it. We survived the late nights, the research rabbit holes, the existential cries over whether we would remember what CBT is, SFBT, ACT, EFT, and all the other acronyms ending in T. And yet here we stand, victorious. To my fellow graduates of the Diploma and Graduate Diploma of Counseling, congratulations. You have worked incredibly hard and shown resilience when things got tough. You persisted when it would have been easier to quit, and committed to this calling of walking alongside others. That is no small feat, and we are here today to celebrate that achievement. Before we give ourselves too much credit, let's pause and give thanks to the one who has carried us through it. Because in all honesty, if it weren't for God's grace, some of us might still be curled up in a ball, whispering somewhere, I can't do another workbook or assessment. Charles Spurgeon once said, have your heart right with Christ, and he will visit you often. And so turn weekdays into Sundays, meals into sacraments, homes into temples, and earth into heaven. And isn't that just the essence of what we've learned? Not just in this course, but in life as a whole. Have your heart right with Christ. When we align our hearts with him, everything else falls into place. Even in the midst of overwhelming assignments and client sessions where we second-guessed ourselves, he was there, guiding us, reminding us of why we started this journey. And he will visit you often. There were definitely moments when I was practically begging for divine intervention. And sure enough, just when I thought I had nothing left, he would provide the strength, the wisdom, or even just the quiet reassurance that I was on the right path. And so turn weekdays into Sundays. Imagine if every day carried the peace and reverence of a Sunday. No Monday blues, no more dragging ourselves through the week. Instead, every single day is infused with purpose and the presence of God. I find that's the beauty of this work we're stepping into. Meals into sacraments. I'm not sure what your experience was, but food never tasted as good as when I've submitted that final assessment. But beyond that, it's about recognizing the sacred in the ordinary. Every client session, every conversation, every moment we spend helping others is all sacred work. Homes into temples. Whether it's our personal homes or the sacred spaces we create for our clients, we have the power to cultivate environments where healing and peace abound. And earth into heaven. Now, this doesn't mean that life will suddenly be easy, but it does mean that when our hearts are aligned with Christ, even the toughest seasons are infused with his peace, his presence, and his purpose. And this is what we get to do every single day as counselors. We step into the pain, into the brokenness, the questions, and then we bring light, we bring hope, and we walk alongside others, not as fixers, but as fellow travelers, pointing toward the one who truly heals. And I know this journey hasn't always been smooth sailing. I love that we kicked off this course with self-care, the very foundation of the work we do. You see, I thought I had self-care all figured out. You know those questionnaires you have to fill out just before your live learning sessions? The one meant to gauge how much you know and let your lecturer know how much you know as well. Well, there I was confidently ticking away, thinking, yeah, I've got this. I know me. And then reality hit. As the course unfolded, I began to see just how much of myself I neglected. Areas of my life that I thought were fine and dandy were in fact running on fumes. That was my wake-up call. A moment to sit up, pay attention, and truly understand the importance of self-reflection, self-exploration, and mindfulness. Of the potential for burnout. Being a fiercely independent individual who wants to do everything and do it well, I could see just how much I needed to give my own self-care a lot more attention than I previously had. Turns out I didn't know me as much as I thought I did. And let's just say for the next live learning lessons, I spent a lot more time answering those questions. We learned about going back to the back of the boat, like Jesus, and finding peace amidst the chaos. That lesson alone became my anchor when studies felt overwhelming because, let's face it, there were a lot of times that boat felt like it was sinking. Simply signing up for this course was already a huge anxiety-inducing step for me. I applied in my mid-40s, and I won't lie, I had a moment where I thought, will I be the only one there? Will my brain even remember how to study? But then I Googled it, because what else do you do when you're anxious? And found out that the average age of a counseling student is actually mid to late 40s. That wasn't an anomaly, I was trending. Returning to study almost 2 decades after earning my bachelor's was intimidating. The assignments, the deadlines, the pressure, it was a lot. And then you've got work, kids, health, and all the other curveballs that gets thrown into that mix. But if I hadn't taken that leap, I would have missed out on something truly life-changing. And I will never forget my first real counseling session. The nerves, the self-doubt, overwhelming pressure of feeling like I had to get it just right. But then I remembered what my supervisor and the amazing AIFC lecturers told us. We're not here to fix it, we're here to walk alongside. And in that moment, I loosened my grip on the wheel and gave it back to God. And you know what? He had it all along. Now, as I step into each session, that nervousness still lingers, but it's no longer paralyzing me because I know God has already gone before me. He has brought all the clients to me for a reason, and He will equip me for the work ahead. My job is to lean into the wonderful AIFC training I've received, to trust the process, and to leave space for God to move. And the friendships made along the way, priceless. I've met some of the most incredible people, friends who will be in my life for years to come. This journey wasn't just about professional growth, it was about life growth. And now, as I transition into my Master of Counseling with ACON through Sydney College of Divinity, I feel that familiar mix of excitement and nervousness. But when I look back at how clueless I was at the start of this course, how I had no idea who the founding fathers of psychotherapy were, let alone the definition of the word, and how I thought DBT was some kind of new tech gadget, I see just how far we've all come. And I know we are ready for whatever comes next. I've just launched my private practice, Calm Horizons Counseling, and already I'm seeing lives changed. And you know what? I am loving this. Because this isn't just a job or a career, it's a calling. I'm deeply grateful to my loving husband, Andy, our 3 incredible kids, whose unwavering support, understanding, and encouragement have been my greatest strength. A heartfelt thank you to my wonderful mom, who is here all the way from Kenya. What an honor it is to have you here to witness this unforgettable moment. To my beautiful friend, Lisa, a fellow AIFC graduate whose inspiration has meant so much throughout this journey. Thank you. And to the incredible staff and faculty at AIFC. Your wisdom, knowledge, guidance, and encouragement has been truly invaluable. Thank you all. And to my fellow graduates, be encouraged, be uplifted, be bold. Don't let fear hold you back. You have been equipped for this and you are ready. The world needs what you have to offer. I'd like to leave you with these powerful words from Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Class of 2024, we did it. You are amazing, you're capable, you are called. Go out there and make a difference. Congratulations and God bless.